What's going on YouTube? Hope all is well. This is Kai Louie here. I do have another vlog for you tonight and of course this week. I know I said I was only going to do vlog once a week. But this topic tonight is really sensitive to me. So I might get a little emotional. You watching this video, you might shed some tears, I'm not going to lie. Um, just forewarning you too right now. Um, because tonight's topic is on suicide. Um, I know that if you've watched my videos before, that you're probably gonna hear a few. You're probably gonna hear some things that you've already heard. But in this vlog, I'm gonna be really detailed, really in depth, and be. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, because I feel that the whole moral of what I'm trying to do here, of these vlogs and tonight's vlog is to state that I'm still here despite of it all. Um, and those of you who may be going through these thoughts that you want to harm yourself, that you want to kill yourself, is not to do it, not to go through with it. So, all right. Yes, and I am forewarning you guys right now. Not sure how many parts this is going to be to. I got to keep it under 15 minutes or at least 15 minutes. So it might be 2 to 3 parts. I don't know. But I'm I'm really passionate about this because it needs to be addressed. I want to be honest with you guys, even though you don't know me personally, like you haven't met me or anything. Some of you may have. Um, some of you probably don't. Um, and this is uh, another way of you kind of getting to know me. Um, but um, this is simply just to help to assure you that I'm here. Um, after all these years of dealing with the suicidal thoughts that I've had, and all that. So, all right, I'm gonna get right into it. Okay. Um, so please be patient with me. If you don't want to watch this video, don't. Again, or I'm gonna say this right now that um, suggest if you're watching my video for the first time, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. But this is just a warning that if you have little kids around and you don't want them to hear this, um, to have them out of the room, or you could watch this later and you can address them your own way about the topic tonight. I think the earlier that you talk, I mean, I'm not a parent, but I'm just saying that, and the earlier you talk to them about this topic, the subject, maybe they can understand it and they could, they can help some others, or they can help kids. They can prevent things from happening to them, or whatever. Um, I don't know, but this is again, this video vlog is to help and state that despite of all the bullying that I've gone through, all the crap that I've gone through, I'm still here. All right. Um, okay, so um, I'm trying to remember when I first got picked on, first got bullied. Uh, I know fifth grade I was bullied once. Not bullied, but uh, I guess it's whatever you want to interpret, however you want to interpret it. But fifth grade, I was on the playground at my elementary school that a kid was following me, because I was talking to a girl that he liked. Sounds like a Hallmark movie or a drama movie. Um, he came after me. He was chasing me around the playground. I go up on the steps of the slide thingy, and there's another end to where you can slide down the pole. And I went to that area. I was closed off. I couldn't go through him. The only other way was down. and I didn't notice my footing, and I tripped and fell to the ground, like 10 feet, or not, maybe 6 feet, not too high. But either way, I fell on my back, knocked the wind out of me. But uh, sixth grade was the worst of it all. Um, no, I wouldn't say the worst of it all, but the sixth grade was the start of my pain, the start of having depression and all that. And okay, so in sixth grade, it was actually the first 2 weeks to maybe 3 months. Uh, I would also consider it maybe half the year, just because of the pain that I was going through emotionally. Um, yeah, yeah, about a half a year. Um, I was bullied by not just one kid. I was bullied by a group of kids. I would say 5 kids. Um, I knew them um, because I grew up with them at the elementary school. Um, I knew them personally. Um, but for them to target me and to pick on me, I didn't understand. I didn't know why. I tried talking to them. They didn't care. Um, the bullying was a lot of it happened in gym class. Um, this kid somehow just couldn't get over something or saw something in me to pick on. I wasn't especially as I was in special education for sixth to ninth grade because I was diagnosed with ADD, attention deficit disorder. It's not a physical disorder. Well, it's yeah, it's more mentally, it's more learning. Um, but those kids didn't care. They just knew that I was in some specific classes where I needed some extra assistance, and so they used that to pick on me. And I remember it first started in gym class. I noticed the kid of the group who was in charge of the group. Uh, Whenever I would get in line for like a specific drill or a sport, like basketball or something, he would make his way or make it to the point where he was in front of the line so he can work with me and pick on me. And I remember there was one time that he just randomly came up and walked up to me, and he was like, "What do you think you're doing, man? Huh? Huh? What do you think you're doing following me?" I'm like, I'm just in line waiting to do this sport, whatever we're here to do. I didn't follow you. You came over to me." And he like grabbed the basketball from my hand and threw it at my head. And um, I just stood there in disbelief, like, really? Like, honestly? I looked at the teacher. Uh, it was the gym teacher just stood there and was like, "Hey, you guys need to calm down. Blah blah blah. Let's get back into this. Let's actually play. If not, then we could, go back in the line or whatever." Um, and so we started playing basketball a little bit. Uh, um, he tripped me with his foot. Um, remember trying to do a crossover, and he went completely to the other side, stuck out his foot, and I tripped over it. Um, and then um, I remember after in the locker room, he came up to me, started pushing me in the locker room, um, into my locker, and then I think he had a bottle of water or something like that, and he splashed that on me. um, and then his group was by him, the other 4 kids, and so really I couldn't do anything. I was surrounded. Uh, I tried pushing him, didn't work. Um, so I remember getting punched in the gut a few times, and then the bell rang for the next uh, class, and I was left laying there, and the teacher came um, and saw me and asked me why I was laying on the ground. Sorry about that. And I said, well, I was just punched in the gut, and I don't feel really good. I was thrown against the locker, and teacher said, I'm sorry for that. Do you want me to go talk to the principal? And I said, yeah, I would really like you to talk to the principal. You saw what the kid was doing in there. That was the kid that came back here and pushed me against the locker room and punched me in the gut. And the gym teacher asked me, how do I know you're not lying? And I was like, are you serious? I was like, do you think I'd be laying here in pain right now if I wasn't? Like, you saw him trip me, you saw him grab the basketball and throw it at my head, and you're now saying I'm not. How am I supposed to believe you about being punched and pushed against the locker? So, um, day passes over, whatever. Um, I didn't go talk to my family about it. Um, didn't really think of a big issue. Thought maybe it was just like a 1 day thing. And so I went home, um, did my daily chores, whatever, talked to my family a little bit. Um, and then we next day um, went to homeroom. I talked to my teacher a little bit about it. Um, she said, "Well, if it happens again, let me know, um, and then we can go talk to the counselor." Um, and she asked me if the teacher that I had knew about it, and I said yes, but didn't do anything and didn't believe me. And then so I go. The next hour is gym class. We're doing our running. Um, I think he was making fun of my look. We only the gym. I don't know if you guys do that or kids still do that, but we had a specific uniform or a look that we had to wear for a gym class, and he was just making fun of how I looked. Um, and then I think we were playing flag football or something like that, and he he was playing against me, of course, and so was his friends. Um, and one of them um, tackled me behind the leg. Um, did like a chop block. If you know what a chop block is, it's a. If you don't know what a chop block is, it's a wrestling move where um, the guy attacks you from behind. He hits the back of your leg um, with either his arm or his shoulder. Um, the the kid that pushed me against a locker the day before was the one who was kind of taunting me, so I was distracted by him while I was trying to play, and then from behind was when I got attacked from his buddy. Um, I sat out um, for the remainder of the class. Guys, I'm gonna have to do this story, continue this story and more in the next video. All right, stay tuned. Thank you, Kai Louie. We'll be back.